Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2, down here at the Emirates Stadium, couple of hours post-match. I don't know how to feel, to be quite honest. A mixture of deflated, but also proud of the performance, given we had a threadbare team. Marty, what do you reckon, mate?
I'm loving the shades, mate. It's great. I mean, I know it's bright out here, but loving them, mate. Very cool. I love it, mate. It's a great bit. So it's a great. Look, it was great. I mean, she got she got David Raya's gloves.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so David Raya, just for the camera. Is this? I don't want to blur it. Is it? Am I in? Yeah. She got David Raya's gloves, which was really nice gesture of him, really classy, especially after a game like that, which could, at the end be slightly disappointing. But he came over and gave them to her and made her week, probably a year, and which was really nice, really classy gesture. And look, it was an interesting game. We started really well. I think this. I do like what Arteta did with sort of hiding the fact that we were going to play Timber with Timber and Saka. Unfortunately, again, Timber went off injured, which is starting to become a bit of a thing, and for me, a little bit of a worry. I mean, he's a great player. You can see we could keep Timber fit week in, week out. It would definitely really help us. Saka, it was good in a way. He took him off as a precaution. I liked the fact he brought Nwaneri on, and Nwaneri was about the place. I think we could have quite comfortably, had a couple before half time. I thought Konate for them was fantastic. I thought he's a top defender. For me, outshone Van Dijk massively. He really did. He's just so cool, calm, composed on the ball. And they pop up with a goal from the corner, which I think was a bit of bad marking and could have been defended slightly better potentially. And then it's 1-1. But then nicking that goal before half time, literally I said, it'd be great to nick a goal now before half time, and we popped up and scored one. And and then we went on to hold on for the lead. But when Gabriel Magalhaes and Timber go off injured, and you've got sort of these cowboyed together a back four, which fair play and credit to him, and it just shows the versatility of Ben White, where Ben White can play in at the centre back. And I loved his setup, his curled ball for Saka's first goal was phenomenal, by the way. Saka with a great finish there, but that back four unfortunately just couldn't hold off Liverpool, and they are top operators. And I think in the end 2-2 was probably a fair result, not a result obviously you want, but it was a fair result. I don't look back at that thinking the refereeing decisions again. I hate to go on about them, were terrible. Anthony Taylor breaks up play better than a CDM. He does though, doesn't he? Let's have it right. He breaks up play better than Declan Rice, and he breaks up some play. Let me tell you. So, but it's tough. I mean, that goal at the end that I think Havertz bundles in the goal, and they said it's for a foul that Kivior made, and I thought apparently all he did was head the ball. But I haven't seen these things back. I've only watched them live, here, and I will watch them back on Match of the Day to see what actually went on with all of those decisions. Great to see Marino pop up with a goal and get us in front. And just a shame they levelled, but look, it was honours even at the end. We didn't lose. We showed resilience, and we were really good in parts. I just hope these injuries aren't too serious, and I hope we can get players back and start keeping players fit for a period of time.
So point game for you?
Look, it's not 3 points lost. It's not a point lost. I mean, we lose that. The last thing you want is near the end of the game, they go down the other end and nick it, and that's really going to be deflating. We got a point. We come away. We should have our heads held high. It was a good positive performance considering the personnel we've got out there, and that's no disrespect to that personnel, but obviously they're not the first choice. That's not our first choice defensive lineup, as it were. So fair play. Saliba's going to be coming back in. At least he's not injured, and he's going to be coming back in to do a job. And hopefully Calafiori can, and hopefully the other guys can get fit.
Yep. So going on to the next game, then we've got Chelsea, Newcastle. Just very quickly, do you feel like we can get some points out of those two?
Yeah, I mean, we've got Preston North End on Wednesday first, and I'd love to see him really put a load of kids out, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
He's got I think Maldini, the defender, you've got to stick him out, considering our defensive situation at the moment. You've got to play Wanyeri, you've got to play Skelly, you've got to play potentially Roberts, you've got to play... you've got to put all these youngsters out. You've got to give Sterling. You've got to stick him out. You've got to play Jorginho. You've got to use those players. And I'd say very few of the first team because that could be quite worrying. And then obviously we've got Newcastle on Saturday. Newcastle going away at Newcastle is never an easy game. We're going to need to be on form. They can hurt and punish teams, anyone, especially at St James's Park. So that's going to be, it's going to be interesting. And obviously we've got that run up. We've got a lot of London fixtures. We've got Palace coming up. We've got Chelsea coming up. We've got a lot of games, and these are all going to be must-win games.
Must-win games. 2-2. Mixed feelings. On to the next.